This video is a tribute to one of my most favorite Thor stories, written by Michael Starczynski and penciled by Olivier Keipel. This run was published in 2007, witnessing the return of the God of Thunder after the last Ragnarok. Book number 1 opens in the void where Thor reflects upon the many adventures he has had, notably those that involve his fellow Asgardians, Sif and the Warriors 3. He has known passion, loss, and pain. He has known war and the end of everything. Suddenly, Thor feels a strong summoning and is surprised to discover that it comes from Dr. Donald Blake, the late physician who once had the power of Thor. He tells Thor that he has more experience with understanding the afterlife than Thor does, and encourages him to return to the world of the living because he is needed, and his time is not over yet. Blake shows Thor the fate of Earth if he does not come back, if he is not at the right place and the right time to make the balance. Thor loved Earth a lot, but he also loved his fallen friends and beloved ones as well, and he does not want to subject them to another Ragnarok. But Thor broke Ragnarok where the Asgardians were trapped. He is free now and he can ride the future. The Asgardians are not dead. They only need to be found and awakened. Suddenly, Thor finds himself surrounded by demons who attack him with the voice of Blake asking him if he wanna breathe air again, if he wanna live again. Thor fights his way to reach Mjolnir and blasts the demons to emerge again as Thor, the god of thunder, son of Odin, who commands the lightning and the storm. In Oklahoma, Donald Blake comes across a stick lying on the side of the road and picks it up, then continues walking until he reaches a small inn and rents a room. In book number 2, Thor uses Mjolnir to open a portal and brings the citadel of Asgard to planet Earth and sets it on the ground. He wanders the empty halls of the palace and reflects upon the times he spent with Lady Sif. Suddenly, 2 officers arrive and inform Thor that he cannot build a structure on the ground without a permission because it's a private property. Abiding by law, Thor uses his powers, lifts Asgard off the ground and leaves it floating in the air, informing the officers that it is no longer on the ground. Book number 3 witnesses a great confrontation between Thor and Iron Man. As Thor starts his search for his fellow Asgardians in New Orleans, Iron Man arrives and says he's glad to see Thor alive, but Thor does not greet him back. Feeling some tension in the air, Iron Man says that Thor cannot bring Asgard on Earth and leaves it out there. The government can force him to move it or take it somewhere else. Thor has to choose between working for the government or against the government. Iron Man's arrogant tone upset Thor, who decided to put him in his right place. He rebukes him for what happened earlier in the Civil War and for stealing the genetic code without his permission, to create a clone that Thor calls Abomination, and by that, Iron Man violated everything Thor is. Thor asks if this is how Iron Man defines friendship. Iron Man wanted to explain, but the enraged Thor sent him flying away with one single blow. He retaliated with blasting Thor, but that didn't even budge him. Iron Man attacked, but Thor sent him flying away with a blow from Mjolnir and said he is not holding back this time. Iron Man, whose armor was severely damaged, felt the true power of Thor, who struck him with a bolt of lightning. Thor removed Stark's helmet and told him that he had to understand the difference between the God of Thunder and a man in a metal suit. He warned Stark that if anyone comes uninvited to Asgard, will know the true power of the God of Thunder. I sometimes wonder if Thor is going to live these glorious times again. Not saying that I'm not enjoying Jason Aaron's run, but I believe the current Thor is nowhere close to his past glory. That was all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.